guys, so welcome back to another comic show video. Today I'll be doing another review for The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 4. And today, I just finished watching the episode, and I gotta say, it was really good. I really enjoyed what was going on so far. And before I continue with you guys coming to the comic show, don't do exactly what I normally do. I just do reviews for you on Netflix, Disney Plus, where I go see movies in theaters. Sometimes I do trailer reactions, give reviews, theater videos, unboxing videos, which I haven't done in a longest little while. But just stay tuned for the near future because there's going to be a lot more theater videos and gaming videos along the way. So stay subscribed, hit the notification button so you guys get notified when I do upload on the Comic Show. So yeah, like I said, I just finished watching The Mandalorian episode 4. And here's what we got to know so far. So I'm not going to try to take too long with my reviews like I normally do. But basically, we get introduced by by Din and Bo and Grogu back on the planet where all the Mandalorians are, and he wants to help train Grogu to become a Mandalorian. So Din's training Grogu how to learn how to be the ways of their kind. So basically, he gets Grogu into like this little. Puts on this like little dirt thing on his hand, shows him what to do, and basically Grogu's struggling with what to do. So this Judge's kid, one of the Mandalorians, his name is Judge, and basically his son is basically he's doing a challenge with Grogu. So he shot Grogu like twice with these little darts, or they're not really painful, but just like they're just practice weapons. And then Grogu keeps on looking at Din, and then saying, "No, show what you can do." At the third time, Grogu was able to force jump up behind the Judge's son, and then jumps back on the other side, shoots him like 3 times in the chest, and everyone's like, "How the hell did he do that?" So Grogu is starting slowly trying to learn how to be like Din Djarin, how to be like a Mandalorian, because like what happened in season 2, Grogu made a choice of going with Din to learn the ways of the Mandalorians. So it's pretty cool. So the episode progresses, and then when the Judge's son got defeated by Grogu, he slowly walks over to the water to overlook what happened to him. What happened? How he got, basically got eliminated by Grogu by getting defeated by a small little child, and then all of a sudden this weird looking flying weird creature kind of looked like a dragon, but it wasn't. But it grabbed the Judge's son and it flew off, and a couple of Mandalorians tried to jump back towards the creature, trying to save the son. While during the process, they were all falling in the sky, but Bo-Katan was able to get into her ship and fly towards the creature. It was able to locate where the creature was hiding. So when Bo came back, she was able to tell the others where to go to find the Judge's son. So the Judge and a few other Mandalorians decided to go with Bo, including Din, leaving Grogu behind with the main Mandalorian leader that makes the armor. I don't know her name by heart, but so basically, a few Mandalorians, including Din and Bo, go off and fly off to go find the creature where Judge's son is. So we got to see Grogu interact with the Mandalorian leader, the lady that forges the armor for the Mandalorians. She was making a piece of Beskar for Grogu. And then while Grogu was watching her forge this piece of armor for him, he was starting to have flashbacks of Order 66, which is pretty cool because we got to see a former actor that used to play another iconic character in the prequel movies. That's right. And I've been hearing it since the last 2 days. How do you pronounce it? Hobbit Best, who actually played Jar Jar Binks. Yes, I know there's a lot of backlash with this actor for the last many years. How he wanted to commit suicide over the Columbus Bridge or something in LA, but his family was able to, persuade us like, no, you can not, you shouldn't do this. We love you, and we don't want you to do anything too drastic. So he was able to pull on for the many years later in the future. And he and his family promised him, I'm pretty sure in your future there'll probably be a better role for you in a Star Wars project. And fair enough, I'm pretty sure that's probably what they said. But fair enough, he got offered to play as a role as a Jedi Master in a flashback of the Mandalorian, and he played some guy named, what was it? It starts with a K, Krellin, Master Krellin or Krellin or something like that on the lines. So he was the one that actually saved Grogu from Order 66. So there was this big flashback. So he was the one that, grabbed Grogu from the elevator. He was defending off of all the clone troopers from the actual era of the Clone Wars. And he was able to find off all the clones were they were trying to get Grogu or trying to kill him and Grogu at the same time. And it was pretty cool because he grabbed the other Jedi's lightsaber from the elevator that fallen to protect Grogu, and he was fending off all the blaster fire, and he was able to get Grogu into this little speeder, and he was able to fly off. And then they were able to get to another platform, evading all those those Republic transportation things that they would drop off troopers. So there was a big flying sequence. He was able to fly, trying to evade all the blaster fire, and he was able to get to one of those landing platforms where he was able to get into a ship by one of these it kind of looked like royal guards of Padme's. It kind of looked like it actually because they were wearing red armor, and it kind of looked like Naboo soldiers. I was like, wait, is that Padme's guards? Or someone on the lines of Padme's... I mean, during the time period, Padme would be on Mustafar with Anakin, but during that time period, Anakin would probably still be fighting with Obi-Wan. So, the Jedi Master goes on the ship with Grogu, and it actually looks like the ship that Padme actually drove to go see Anakin on Mustafar. It was the same ship style, kind of. So I was like, okay, that's a big little Easter egg right there, referencing to the Revenge of the Sith and Order 66 at the same time. So I guess there's multiple ships like that for Naboo, because those are actually Naboo cruisers. So it makes sense if there'll probably be another Naboo cruiser like that on Coruscant. So it will make absolutely good sense. So the Jedi Master was able to get off the Coruscant with Grogu in that ship, and then after that the vision fades, it was done. And then we see Grogu, and we see this little cool crest piece that the Forge Master made for Grogu, and she opens Grogu's robes, and it puts it right onto the Beskar vest right inside, and you can see the Mandalorian crest right in the middle of the plate. It looks pretty awesome. And then after that, it leads up to the ship with Bo-Katan, and then going towards the nest of this creature. And during the process, she was able to make a plan with all the others how to get the boy safely from the nest. There was really nothing else that was really happening during that point. So they were able to save the judge's son, and then they were able to get back to camp. But during the process, they got seen by the big bird weird creature thing, and apparently it was trying to feed its children in the nest. But as soon as it got as soon as the judge got noticed by the mother bird, she started to get hostile and started trying to take out the Mandalorians that were there at her nest. And then there was and then when they were trying to take it down, they were able to take it down through the waters down below. And remember that big weird ass crocodile weird creature? Well, it actually ate the big bird. Yeah. So the three babies that were in that nest were able to get to the Mandalorian camp area, and because he didn't want to leave the babies there in the nest, right? Because now their mother's dead, but because got eaten by that weird crocodile-like creature from the waters within. So yeah, and then after that we see Bo Katan go see the Forge Master, and because she lost a couple pieces during the fight with that weird flying creature, and then she was making a new part, a new Beskar part for her, and then during the process, Bo was telling the Forge Master, saying what she saw on Mandalore, talking about the Mythosaur, saying how she thinks it was real, and telling her that it's real and it's living in the waters of Mandalore in the caves, and the Forge Master is thinking that she's either Bo is either A, telling the truth, or B, she's lying. And I think the Forge Master actually does believe that Bo is actually telling the truth. And when she puts on the piece on her right shoulder, she just says, "This is the way," and Bo says, "This is the way," and then the show ends. So I don't think the Forge Master believes that Bo is actually telling the truth how she saw the Mythosaur on Mandalore, but who knows for sure. She didn't really say anything, she just said this is the way. So she's probably not convinced that Bo is telling the truth, but if she is, and then if she actually does believe that she is, then obviously she probably wants to keep it a secret between her and Bo, just so that the others don't know that the Mythosaur is actually real and actually living and breathing on Mandalore right now. So she just probably wants to keep things balanced right now, but so she doesn't want to let the others know that this thing is actually real, and you don't want to go straight to Mandalore so they can bathe themselves in the water too and go see as well. So like we're supposed to see this creature right now. But yeah, so that's the review. That's my video and review for episode 4. So I think for the rating, I'm probably gonna give it a spot on. Just to see, Ahmed Best come back as playing as a Jedi Master, I thought that was kind of cool. So I think for the rating, I'm probably just gonna give it I'll give it a 4.2 out of 5, which is really good rating. I know I've been getting a lot of mostly high ratings for some of the episodes, but I really like what's going on so far, and I kind of liked how he came back to play as a Jedi Master. He kind of redeemed himself from playing, some of a bad role of Jar Jar Binks back then, but don't get me wrong, I do love the prequel movies, and when Jar Jar was one of my favorite characters, although he was a clumsy, idiotic, stupid character that nobody really loved, but who gives a freaking damn? I love Jar Jar. Jar Jar was really funny, and I don't really care what people say out there. You did a fantastic job redeeming yourself, becoming a Jedi Master, and you did a great job, sir. You did an awesome job. Fantastic. So either way, guys, that's my review for episode 4 for The Mandalorian, and stay tuned for more videos in the future every week, because there's gonna be a lot more reviews for The Mandalorian coming along the way, and so, what's gonna happen next in the next episode? I don't know. I guess maybe Grogu's gonna get more recognition. Maybe he's gonna start talking a lot more, because apparently, when Master Yoda started training younglings, he was around. I think he was around 80 or 90, and Grogu seemed to be around 50 in the first season. So I think after a couple years since season 2 and 3 has passed along, he's probably grown up a lot more. So I wonder how old he is now. Is he around 60? Is he around 70 now? Or no? Actually, it would be a few years later. Actually, wouldn't I need to figure out the timestamps between season 1 and 3 right now. So I'll figure that out next time for you guys in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So peace out, may the force be with you, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.